All right, let's get this thing rolling.
Have we not started this yet?
No.
God damn. That's forever.
Welcome everybody to episode 99 of the effing title, where Rob can't determine how long he's gonna pee for.
99.
How you guys doing?
I'm 99.
90 fucking 9. This is the week
99.
NFL
99.
Week 16 preview show. I have both.
Still waiting on my shirt.
I have both co-hosts with me this week yet again. Love when I have both of them here. Guys, how you doing?
I am doing.
Still waiting on my shirt.
And you guys will be doing even better when you find out how well I did in my picks. So,
Let's
Your pits.
let's talk about the picks first then.
Down in my plums.
All the way down to my plums.
let's get this thing kicked off on a right note.
So Fedge went 13-3 last week, so now he's 138-86. I'm 120.
Jeff is really falling off in the college bowl pick'ems.
I'm 128
That's not true.
and 96, and Rob is 122 and 102, and Locks are 12-3, 11-4, and 5-10. The college picks, the last time I looked, me and Fedge were in the lead, and Rob was not. Yet again, Rob probably is because he has yet to get his shirt.
It's 100% why. The fix is in until I get my shirt.
The fix is it, he says. All right, week 15, boys. What'd you think? Anything glaring that we need to
Same
discuss,
as always, man.
or is it just,
Glaring.
the same old? Just
Injuries on injuries on injuries is the glaring issue come this week. I think everyone could say it. There's been way too many injuries in the NFL, and I don't like it.
see. I said this to Rob a couple weeks ago off podcasts, just during streams, and he said that this is how it normally is, and I don't remember it being this bad. But yet again, there is a lot of injuries every year.
No, it's usually this bad. It's that usually right now, there's only 2 teams fighting for playoff spots, and everyone else is just fighting for seeding. But this
fair.
year, there's 10 teams fighting for a playoff spot. So it feels way more drastic because there's no separation.
My
But
thought
no,
on
in
that,
all
everyone's
honesty, this year, a lot of the injuries are COVID.
yeah, I don't want to say a lot of the injuries are COVID. I mean, there's a lot of crazy injuries. I mean, just even in Tampa game alone, there was 3 major injuries in that game that could really affect that seeding on that side.
I mean, Baltimore
Tom shouldn't have been on the cover of Madden. That's on him.
That's funny.
But no, my big thing is everyone's like, oh, this is the latest. This is why we went to 18 or 17 games, because this is the latest. There's been this much people in the playoff hunt and all this and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, because there's an extra game, so people can't get eliminated as quickly. So this is like you were just playing in week 14. You're not telling me there's that many people usually eliminated in week 14. I'm not believing that. So I think it's a combination of both. But it's just when you see high-profile guys getting injured and things like that. I mean, even you go to Lamar Jackson. I mean, he just missed another game with an actual injury. It's just, I don't know. I'm ready for injuries to be over. I want to see people play. I want to see.
You want to see the best teams playing.
Yeah.
The best possible.
Yeah. I mean, look at you see what the Cardinals just did without their best player.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't really care.
Don't take that away from the Lions. Don't you dare.
Don't
be a coward.
you dare.
No, I'm
You
taking
dare
it from the
take that
Lions.
away from the Lions.
If you go look at the stats that Kyler Murray has put up without DeAndre Hopkins, it just even more proves the fact that Kyler Murray is not a good quarterback. Cliff Kingsbury is not a good coach. Neither of them should be with the team next year. And I'm saying that right now.
That's his lock. Put it in, Colin.
I'm just saying the bottom line is
Hey, if he doesn't get this right, Colin, he starts next year off at -100.
I mean, I'm just saying if he gets to lock that, I get to lock the Jags firing Urban Meyer. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, you actually were a complete coward in that and didn't do it. I would have given you 10 points for getting that right, but you cowered. You were just
Well,
like, nope, not doing it.
I said
Nope.
that the game. And to be fair, I said that game would be the.
This channel isn't fair. Rob still hasn't got his shirt. Still not fair. Okay, so fair's thrown out the window. But let me see real quick though.
Yeah.
I don't know how Arizona. I don't know how Houston keeps finding these players. You have guys who are performing at a high level with bad quarterbacks. And I'm considering Kyler Murray at this point a bad quarterback. But look at, they had Andre Johnson before that, have 452 different quarterbacks, still put up numbers. How do they keep finding these guys that can perform? Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It's crazy to me that they keep doing this. I mean, I love it, but I don't understand it. I don't understand it. There's teams out there that can't draft a quarterback to save their lives.
Yeah.
Or a receiver.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. All right. So, COVID. Everyone has it. Moving on.
I do not.
I was gonna say, do we even want to begin to start looking at a list? It's gonna be fucking like.
No, we're at a point where
it's
most likely by the end of this season, they're going to have to either loosen up restrictions on people that are vaccinated, or they're going to have to possibly look at shutting down at some point.
Mm-hmm. So as of right now, as you guys can see, this is the schedule over here that we have as of this very moment, as of right before we get on to do this. This is the schedule. This can change as we saw this past week. So be prepared for that shit show again. But also be prepared for fucking 2 games on Tuesday and 2 games on Monday. Who the fuck knows?
Love it.
Yeah.
Football every day of the week.
All day, every day. So, with that being said, Week 16 matchups. It started off tonight, Thursday night football. We got 49ers at Titans. I'm going Niners. I think they're starting to get hot.
I think this is a matchup that's way better at the beginning of the year. Now we're going towards the end of the year, and we're still dealing with a guy named Derrick Henry who's not coming back, and that's unfortunate for them because they could slowly start falling and falling and falling. And I think they're going to be lucky, honestly, with the schedule that the Titans have coming up to actually make the playoffs this year.
Fair.
It's a question of, it's kind of, I guess, the same side as with the Cardinals. Do they have enough of a buffer to get them into the playoffs with a little bit remaining games? I think the Cardinals do, because I think the most they can have is 7 losses. So making it 10-7, they're probably going to make it at 10-7 over there.
Yeah.
That's my thing. And I think the Rams end up winning the division now, which is crazy. I'm going way off on a tangent here, but I think the 49ers win just because, the lack of skill positions over there, with Julio being injured and hobbled, and same thing with A.J. Brown, then obviously just playing a running back carousel. They should have kept AP. That's what it comes down to. But that's what I got. 49ers.
Tannehill sucks. 49ers.
Gotta love the insightful words of Raw.
I love it.
Browns.
I told you guys that a long time ago. Tannehill sucks.
Yeah, we've all said that, bro.
But somehow I managed to beat the Patriots all the time.
Browns at Packers. I'm going Pack all the way.
Not even close, Packer. Not even close. Don't say it is, Rob. It's not even close.
Is anybody going to be back? This is the game that I need more information.
This is the game.
It's in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is going to break, I think, the touchdown record for Brett Favre this weekend at home. It's not even going to be close. Not even going to be a close game. I don't care who's back. But on the same side of things, the Browns are fighting for the playoff live.
For that reason, I am choosing the Browns.
Still wrong, but I respect it.
Still wrong, but I respect it.
Hey, the Packers already clinched.
Indianapolis at Arizona.
Yeah, Colts. Yeah. Everyone's finding out now, without Hopkins, Arizona blows. You know who Arizona is? Remember when the Patriots started 8-0 2 years ago?
I'm locking up Indianapolis. I'm locking Indianapolis.
Do you remember? Do you guys remember that when the Pats started 8-0 and they called themselves the Boogeymen, and then Lamar Jackson embarrassed them? That's what the Colts are, or not the Colts. The
Cardinals.
The shitty team. Yeah, the Cardinals. They played a cupcake schedule. They actually, if you really look at it, they beat up on bad teams, and now all of a sudden they have injuries and they can't overcome it because they're not a good team. So the Colts,
I mean,
I think the Colts blow them out.
I agree with you there. I just think they lack. I'm not gonna say they're not a good team. I think they lack the depth to be a great team. That's the big issue here. And I mean, losing J.J. Watt was detrimental to that offense. So I think that's more of anything else that, that happened.
They really only, if I'm really looking at this, there's out of their 10 wins, they've beaten 2 teams that you'd consider to be quote unquote they beat 2 teams that are really probably have a chance at the playoffs. They beat the Titans in week 1, and then they beat the Rams in week 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, great, you beat the Texans, you beat the Browns, you beat the Jaguars, you beat the Vikings, the Seahawks, the Bears. Like, okay.
Well, I didn't realize that they played that many bad teams. Jesus Christ.
I mean, they have beaten the 49ers twice, but that was before the 49ers got on this, like, 5-game winning streak they've been on, where they got hot. AKA, they got healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Healthy?
I don't know.
49ers still aren't a healthy team right now.
But they're healthier.
I was healthier once, too.
They're not playing Trey Lance.
And then I decided to start eating junk food again, so.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Not really.
You know, so. Yeah, either way, I mean, I don't think it's an argument here. I mean, I think the Colts blow them out. I just, yeah, that's how
I'm with you. I don't know if the Cardinals make the playoffs.
It's definitely gonna be interesting them going from.
Do because right now the last playoff spot is 7-7.
Oh wow, then yeah, never mind. But still, it's
really?
it's wild thinking about them being like the number 1 team to now them like potentially fighting for a spot.
Well, they definitely make the playoffs if the last one's 7-7. It's just a matter of.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's that whole division. The last one is a 6-7. 7-7 now. Whatever it is, 6-8. On that conference. So that's someone a bad team's going to make that. So that's
Cowboys,
why I think,
Packers, Bucks, Cardinals, Rams, 49ers.
They might even only have to win 1 game to actually lock up a spot.
There's 7 teams that make it, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
It's a 3-way tie for the 7th spot between the Eagles, Vikings, and Saints.
That's what I'm saying. So if they win if the Cardinals have to win 1 game, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah. And they play the Seahawks last game of the year.
Going to the 1:00 games on Sunday, we have the Giants at the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Jake Fromm looked
man.
good. Jake Fromm looked good coming off. This is another thing, like we were talking, I don't have enough information. If Jake Fromm starts this game, I kind of like him. I kind of like the Giants. That he was moving the ball on him for the last. I think he threw more yards on the final drive than anything else there than what's his name did in the starting role. So I'm gonna go the Eagles at this point, but I want to make it known that if Jake Fromm starts, I would have taken a flyer on him. I love you, Jake. State Farm.
Rams at Vikings, and why is it the Rams?
Why is it the Rams? Because the Vikings suck. Oh my goodness, they should have lost the game against the Bears. They were just awful. Kirk Cousins, oh yeah, you win another freaking game. I don't care. I don't care that you won another primetime game. You shouldn't have. You got outgained by double the yardage. You only were able to put up 13 first downs against a team that didn't have anyone on the back. I don't get it. They suck. They're horrible. Horrible. With that being said, if Adam Thielen comes back, the team is a better team. They're definitely a better team with Thielen, and they're having Justin Jefferson and Thielen. But there was an interception that he threw, and everyone could say that it was an okay throw. It would have been Justin Jefferson would have been there if he didn't get taken down, tripped up, whatever you want to call it. Justin Jefferson does not get to that ball. He threw that thing up like a punt, and it came down like one in the guy's hand.
I mean, you guys know how I feel about fucking Kirk Cousins, and it's one of those things. It's like he is arguably the best quarterback on a losing team every year. Like, congratulations. I
don't get it, man. He's frustrating.
Next.
Yeah, I was gonna say I put Rams across the board for Bills Patriots. Here we go. I'm gonna let you guys go, and then I'm going to decide off what you guys say because I know
Lock it
There's
up. Lock it up. Bills.
I like it, Rob. I like it. I'm proud of you.
I told you the first time. I thought the Pats were probably going to win the first game, and
Yeah.
I think the Bills are going to blow them out this game.
All right.
I think
I
they're. Gonna,
think
I think the
it's-
Pats. The Pats are kind of exposed. Get the ball first, throw on them, score, then play keep away, and make the Pats try and come back on you. That's the recipe to beat them. And I think the Bills, now that they're going to play in, it looks like fine weather.
Yeah, decent
we're
weather.
gonna,
Yeah.
we're gonna find out if our makeshift defensive core can keep up with them. I think the offense will be able to score as long as they don't go in with the same strategy of let's run the ball 70 times, because I think that will fail horribly. But we'll see.
Right.
I do think the Bills win. I am going to lock it up because I think it's going to come down to Pats Dolphins for the 6 seed, 7 seed, whatever seed it is.
The something seed. So Fed, you're going Bills.
I am going Bills. I'm not gonna say I'm not as confident as
pick
Rob,
them every week.
but I don't think that they will be. It will be as a blowout as Rob thinks it's going to be.
I'm going Bills. Keeping this train going. We've all picked the same team for the last 4 games. Buccaneers at Panthers.
Yeah, come on. What are we doing here?
Panthers are a good team. I don't think.
Jeff, you don't have to
I don't
make
think
an argument.
Jameis.
You don't have to make an argument for every team. Some teams just
I don't
suck.
think. It's not even an argument for them. I don't think Cam Newton should play another snap in the NFL.
Agreed.
He's god awful.
So you're saying Panthers then?
I'm saying the Panthers, yes. No, I'm not fucking saying the Panthers. That's a serious question. They suck.
I mean, I don't know, Jeff. You picked them a lot this season.
I know, and I don't think they're as bad a team with an actual serviceable quarterback, but that's my issue.
Jaguars at Jets.
This is a good game, and I like it.
Well, I said to Rob yesterday when I was doing this, when I was getting the schedule put up. These next 2 games, I think, are the best 2 games of the week. Unfortunately, but also fortunately, I'm going Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are going to get a win without Urban there, and I think that the interim head coach is going to get more wins than the actual head coach will.
You think? What'd you just say? You think the interim head coach is going to get more wins than the actual head coach?
Yeah.
First off, I'm going to tell you that is false. The Jaguars play the Patriots and then the Colts. There's no chance that they're going to, even if the Colts rest every single person, they might get a win. But either way, that means they have to win the last 3 games. They're not getting more wins than the actual head coach.
I don't know.
Could they get the same amount of wins as the actual head coach? Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
The
Jaguars do win this game. I agree. The Jets are bad. Zach Wilson is bad. I like the fight that the Jets put up against Miami, but they're still a bad team. They're still a bad team.
I'm rolling with the Jets.
Rob changing it up.
Did you not just hear a word I said about them being a bad team? They're a bad team, Rob.
Did you at all look at the Jaguars?
Yes, and if they're smart, they run James Robinson about 35 times. Let Trevor Lawrence, who's the biggest bust I've ever seen since Joe Burrow, let him throw the ball a couple, 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah.
3, 4,
We
5.
call it a game.
Both these teams suck, so who cares?
Moving on to the best team in the NFL, we got.
Did you just say who cares? Sorry, we gotta go back to that statement. Did he just say who cares?
Yeah, he said who
Yep.
cares.
Please move on.
It's actually a big deal because if the Jets win this game, they can't get the first pick. If the Jaguars win this game, then they're officially tied, and the Jaguars have the tiebreaker against them.
It's not a big deal because it's all defensive linemen in the first 4 picks of the draft, so it's not a big deal. Next.
I'm going to lock that up. There's not going to be all defensive linemen in the first 4 picks.
If Jacksonville, New York aren't picking QBs, so you've got the Oregon D lineman, you've got the Michigan D lineman, there's another D lineman coming out of fucking nowhere that's apparently good.
Trade out.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of trading out. This is the worst first round draft. That's not true. There's actually probably a lot of good starters, but there's no big names anywhere.
You know as well as I do, though, that there's going to be someone that jumps up everyone's board. Who's going to start talking about him for absolutely no reason, and they probably should have gone in the teens, but for whatever reason, people talked about him and they snuck him up into the top 5.
No, it's not going to be the teens. It's going to be they should have gone in the second or third round. This year's going to be big moves for no reason.
Thank you. That's what I like.
The best team in the league, the Lions, are taking on the Falcons.
This one, on the other hand,
they gotta win, Lions.
Well, yeah, a couple wins now. I like them.
I do, yeah. I don't even need to ask Rob. I know Rob's picking the Lions.
Damn straight. I trust kneecap biting Dan Campbell.
We trust knee biters here. Does Fedge, though? That's the question.
Do I trust him?
Do you trust him? Do you trust the knee biter over the choke artist?
No! Atlanta Falcons, baby. Let's go.
Oh, God.
The Lions are a great team. Just not my great team.
Another game that we don't really have to talk too much about. Chargers at Texans. Go, Chargers, go.
Go, Chargers, go.
I want to pick the Texans, but I can't because they
also
suck.
suck.
They suck.
Oh, and then
That's
the final.
what everyone's going to talk about at the draft is who's trading for your boy.
Yeah, Tashani.
And then the final 1 o'clock game, we got Ravens at Bengals. I'm picking Ravens, but yeah.
Bungles all day because John Harbaugh's an idiot and they're going to go for 2 again and lose.
I still don't dislike that play call.
I've yet to dislike him.
The worst part about it is though is that I love his trust in his players. I'm fine with that. Lamar needs to make the throw to Mark on the one time.
He doesn't trust his players. He asks them so that he doesn't get blamed. You can say literally, have you seen the recording? He went around and he asked the question about 75 times. Do you guys want to go for it or do you want to do the No, you're a head coach. You can say to them, I really want to go for the win. What do you think? You don't go around and ask because you're unsure 75 times so that your players will then go to the podium and say, he asked us, we went for it, he trusts us. No, that's horseshit. That's covering up your being...
Well, also, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right now. None of the players went up to the podium and said, he asked us this, that. All the players said, we believed in it, we went for 2, we didn't get it, it was the right call. We didn't get it, though. Every player
they did ask him. You saw the videos of him ask him, right?
Well, yeah, of course. He does.
Okay.
They always show it. I mean, it's the same thing when Lamar comes off the field. You want to go for it on 4th? Yeah, let's go for it, coach. All right, let's go for it. I have no problem with it.
I like Rob's argument on that. I don't think it is correct, but I like the argument. I do like the argument of it, saying that he's trying to put the blame on. That's a good argument. I like it. I don't think it's correct, but I do.
He's not trying to put the blame. He's trying to make it so that people don't come after him when they lose.
Oh, I mean,
that's exactly what it is. It's diverting the blame.
Now, they don't have a good team. Until Lamar's healthy, they don't have a good team. As soon as Lamar's healthy, their team's decent again.
I know.
He should play this week. But with all the defensive injuries,
yes.
I think that's their biggest struggle. But on the same side of things, I don't know if I trust Joe Burrows just yet. I really don't. So mine's a conundrum of who do I trust more or less?
So you're gonna say Ty?
I don't trust either of them.
So you're gonna
I don't trust either of them.
You won't do it. You won't go Ty. With a 10-point lead, you won't go Ty.
I have never done a tie, and I won't do one here because a tie helps neither.
Harbaugh will go for 2.
A tie helps neither one of these teams out, though. That's the key conundrum.
It won't be a tie.
That's what I just said. I've said that about 7 times. You're not listening to me.
No, he does. He's not
No,
listening
not
to you.
listening.
He's doing his own propaganda.
Well, it seems I'm gonna have to. I have to go to the Bengals just with so many injuries on defense. I have to. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Bengals.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Bears at Seahawks.
Who's starting? Doesn't matter. Justin Fields. Let's go.
Oh
Give him to me.
I'm going
Lock it up.
I'm going Seahawks because my lock
You
of the
did-
week.
you
is
did
that Pete
not
Carroll
just
will
say
be
fucking
fired
lock
at
of the
end
week.
year.
You had 2 locks this week?
No, mine's the season lock.
Oh, I didn't know we were making season locks.
I'm locking
My
up that
season
Pete
lock
Carroll will
is
be
Matt
fired
Nagy's
the end
gone
of
at the end of the
season.
year. All right.
My season lock already happened.
No, you didn't call it a season lock. You just called it a lock.
I don't care.
You called
I'm
it a
counting it.
lock of friends.
As you said earlier, things aren't fair. I already called it. It's happened.
You're not fair.
Steelers at Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Hmm.
I'm also
Steelers
going.
Defense has been playing very well though,
I'm going Chiefs.
but I don't think they're good enough to beat the Chiefs. But I'm gonna.
You said
pick
you
them
don't think they're
anyway.
good enough?
Did you say?
Huh?
They aren't.
I don't think they're good enough, but I'm gonna pick them anyway. Steelers.
Broncos
That's why
at
I have no
Raiders. Oh, I know, Rob. That's why I immediately moved on.
Broncos.
Sorry, what's the question?
Broncos Raiders.
Yeah, Broncos.
Sorry, what's the question again?
Yeah, you're both high. It's Raiders.
What?
Who?
How are we high?
Because Teddy Bridgewater is the starting quarterback in the Broncos.
He's not.
No, he's not.
Did you just see his fucking
Bridgewater's out
concussion
for
he
the
got
year,
last
dude.
week?
No, I did not.
Pile driven
You
into the
think
ground.
you think I actually pay attention to Teddy Bridgewater? Come on
I'm
now.
pretty sure he's
He
like broke his
started. He
ribs,
probably
dude.
ain't starting ever again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
unfortunate, but at the same time, I mean,
He
went completely limp on the field. You really didn't see that?
no, I really did not see that.
Oh my goodness, it was bad. It was bad.
I guess I'll watch that. I
genuinely
mean, I'm
felt
still
bad.
picking the Raiders anyway because I mean, Drew Lock isn't any better. So
Yeah. I disagree.
I mean, Drew Lock
I'm
can
not
throw.
gonna disagree with it. He's right.
Well, I mean,
Really ain't any better.
Drew Lock is a little bit better because he can throw the ball further than 10
because he
yards.
can dance.
I mean, he can throw that too, but he can also throw the ball more than 10 yards. So, kind of has Teddy beat there.
Debatable.
Sunday Night Football. We have Washington at Dallas.
I don't know why they're not flexing games that actually could be good, and they're letting
Well,
this
I
game
mean, it
stay.
could have been good because it could have gone for the division.
Yeah.
About 6 weeks ago, before Washington didn't have a quarterback. But now, guess what? It just don't fucking matter.
It's the boys. Boys across the board?
Yes.
Boys across the board. And the final game of the week. Monday Night Football. We have the Miami Dolphins going to the New Orleans Saints.
Much as I hate Miami, I think they're going to win the game. I still think they're going to run the table. Is that wrong? Probably, but I think it's going to happen.
I mean, I'm sticking with my guns from what I've been saying for last season and this season. They're not a great team. They're a good team on all 3 stages. Like they don't play great football. They play solid football on all 3 stages.
Yeah.
Saints don't have a quarterback right now.
They have a guy that plays quarterback.
Yeah, I played quarterback once.
Yeah.
I didn't.
All right. I don't believe you.
Rob?
Rob is no longer with us. If you want to leave a message, please do after the beep. Beep! All right, that was fucking annoying. All right, I think Rob's going to go with the Dolphins.
Probably.
Number
Well,
one,
I was
likes the Dolphins.
gonna say, you know what we should do a from like next season we should do a a week 1 season lock, a mid-season lock, and then an end of
For
season
what?
lock.
For playoffs, or what are we doing?
Just like a lock, like in general, like it can be anything. Like Matt Nagy would get fired by the end of the year, like that sort of thing.
I would have picked that.
I don't know what I would have picked, bro. Honestly. Yeah, I think Rob's going to pick the Dolphins because he doesn't like Taysom Hill. All right, there we go, everybody. That is our Week 16 picks right there. A lot of the same. A couple differences here and there, but a lot of the same. Let us know what your picks are down in the comments down below. Let us know how you guys are doing at home. And, yeah. Anything you want to say, Fudge?
No, I want to say that this has been great. It's been fun, but not really great or really fun. But I'm glad we're here together. And everyone have a Merry Christmas!
Thanks, Fudge. Depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Stay out of trouble, stay safe. And we'll talk to y'all later.
Peace out.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.